This is CBS News Bay Area with Juliette Goodrich.
Good evening. Whether it's a festive holiday drink or your daily cold brew fix, many of us may start off the day with a trip to Starbucks. 75% of Starbucks business in the U.S. is cold drinks. But what happens with all those plastic cups we use? During our 5 o'clock newscast, we showed you the results of a CBS News investigation. CBS journalists dropped plastic cups with trackers into 57 labeled recycling bins at Starbucks across the country to see where the cups went. Only 36 tags provided reliable data. Of the 36, only 4 pinged at locations that accept recycling. But as we discovered, even in the Bay Area, at some locations, what you can recycle inside the store widely varies, and it is not up to Starbucks. Chilling out at Starbucks.
It's a tea spritzer with cranberry.
I got a strawberry acai lemonade.
A caramel frappuccino, and it is a biodegradable straw.
CBS News Bay Area visited 3 local Starbucks on Main Street in downtown Pleasanton, in Redwood City off of Veterans Boulevard on Walnut Street, and along Solano Avenue in North Berkeley. At each location, we bought a cold drink. Each to-go cup, exactly the same in size and type of plastic. It's called polypropylene, or PP5 for short. And while the cups are identical, that's where the similarity ends. Inside the store, each one is destined for a different bin: landfill, compost, or recycling. It's not up to Starbucks, it's up to the local jurisdiction.
To me, it's just so confusing.
It's really confusing.
I've gotten so discouraged knowing that.
In Pleasanton, cold cups go to landfill. In Redwood City, recycling. As for Berkeley, you're instructed to put them in compost. But that's a mistake. You can't put plastic in compost. And in Berkeley, plastic to-go cups are also against city law.
Plain and simple. There is no circumstance where Starbucks or any other food purveyor in Berkeley can give you a plastic cup.
Berkeley City Council member Sophie Hahn. In 2019, she authored a Berkeley ordinance which requires all single-use foodware, including to-go cups, are 100% compostable. The law took full effect 2 years ago. She says Starbucks needs to stop.
One is that you're getting a plastic cup, and that is patently and absolutely against the law in Berkeley. And 2, you're being told essentially to contaminate our composting stream by putting plastic into it.
Starbucks told us they ran out of suitable compostable cups because of an issue with a supplier. We don't know when the problem began. The company says it's currently testing new fiber-based compostable cups to meet local requirements and hope to have them in cafes early next year. The city of Berkeley plans to reach out to Starbucks directly. As for the bigger issue of what cup goes where, it's not just Starbucks.
It's a mess.
Kate O'Neill is a professor of environmental science at UC Berkeley and an expert in plastic waste. She says the recycling system is fragmented, confusing to consumers, and hard on large companies.
This country has a complete mishmash of recycling laws and practices: what gets thrown away, what gets picked up, what goes to compost, what just goes straight to landfill, what can be recycled.
What's not confusing, the amount of plastic waste is growing exponentially. Most ends up in landfills or incinerators, as well as the environment.
All the trash in the ocean and stuff.
It's a concern for me. And when you get to the nitty-gritty of it and finding out it's really not fine, it's really disturbing. And I just worry about my children.
Brewing up concerns about the future. It's a lot to take in. The new Starbucks cold cups are made with up to 20% less plastic. You can also use your own clean personal cup when you make a mobile order. You can find that selection under Customize. Prosecutors using Bob Lee's own voice as they delivered their closing arguments in that high-profile murder trial. They played a recording of Bob Lee's 911 call for help as they argued jurors should find Nima Momeni guilty of murder. Ann Makovic in studio now with the very latest for us.
Yes, dramatic closing arguments today. And of course, Momeni has continued to maintain that he was the one who attacked and that he was acting in self-defense that night. But the prosecution spent the day trying to tear down that defense by questioning how Momeni acted after the deadly encounter. Prosecutors asking the jury why Momeni didn't call police and why he never told anybody about what happened that night. They argue Momeni acted like a guilty man, including hiding that knife that was covered with his DNA, researching how to delete contents on his iPhone and laptops, and contacting criminal defense attorneys the day he learned that Bob Lee was dead. Prosecutors trying to lay out a clear motive for the jury as well. They described Momeni as an overprotective brother who became enraged after he believed his little sister had been sexually assaulted. Prosecutors showed texts where Momeni called Bob Lee and his friend Jeremy Boven creeps and sex offenders. They reminded jurors of text messages from Momeni's sister where she called him psychotic and a lunatic and even wrote, "You scare me." They scoffed at the notion that Bob Lee, a man friends describe as a teddy bear, would attack Nima Momeni out of the blue over a bad joke, as Momeni had claimed.
It is not that complicated of a case, right? There's DNA on the handle of the knife that is not Bob's. And to thrust it into his own chest, and that is just, it's just beyond reality. It beyond science and beyond anything that could have possibly happened here.
So the judge began the day by reading a list of jury instructions. Among the points, jurors are not allowed to do their own research, conduct tests, or visit the scene. The judge explained that prosecutors must prove Momeni is guilty beyond reasonable doubt, but need not eliminate all doubt. And they also must prove that Momeni acted with malice and forethought. Now, Bob Lee's kids were in court today. At one point, they left in tears as jurors heard about Lee's death. Coming up next, the defense gets the chance to deliver their closing arguments, and then the prosecution gets a chance for a rebuttal. Then the case goes to the jury.
Yeah, we're nearing the end. Okay, Ann, thank you. All right, now into Oakland. Last summer, the city grabbed headlines as pirates raided boats in local marinas. Efforts to remove them had some success, but as John Remus reports, they're back, and budget challenges could keep them around.
It's always fascinating to talk about pirates in Oakland, but there's nothing funny or romantic going on around here right now. And those who have a stake in this area are concerned about what's going to happen when the city starts swinging its budget axe at the police department.
When our cities have money, the Oakland estuary is okay. When we lose that funding, all of a sudden chaos happens, and then it really is the Wild West out on the water.
This is Oakland's latest homelessness problem, only this time it isn't tents. They're called ADVs, short for Abandoned and Derelict Vessels, and Tom Horton with the East Bay Rowing Club says there's a lot of them on the Oakland side of the estuary right now.
The Alameda Police Department is much more active about impounding and removing boats. But on Oakland, due to a variety of factors, including lack of funding, you'll find this whole community of anchor out boats that are illegally moored along the shoreline.
A few years ago, homeless people began living in boats, often purchased for $1 from owners who were just looking to get rid of them. So Oakland passed an ordinance prohibiting any parking of boats other than in a marina slip. The problem is they really don't enforce it. The police department only has one officer dedicated to patrolling the entire estuary, and his salary is reportedly paid by the Port of Oakland. And now the problem is even worse.
They haven't been able to get approval on their diesel contract, so they're unable to get, it's my understanding, they're unable to get fuel for their patrol vessels, which keeps them grounded.
So old boats can be found all over the estuary, many of them half sunk. And even though the Coast Guard looks out at the problem every day, don't expect any assistance from them.
No enforcement help. They will not cite the boats. They will not remove the boats unless they are a hazard to navigation.
And all the derelict vessels have attracted a lot of crime. Small boats are being stolen, the most recent a pair of coaching boats at the Sailing Academy located at the Jack London Aquatic Center.
It's gotten 100% worse because of the enforcement has stopped, and you actually have a lot of ADVs on the water. I think it definitely does feel like it's fair game and permission to come on out. But it also sends the message to the citizens that the estuary is not safe.
Mary Spicer is with a support group called I Heart Oakland Alameda Estuary that helped secure a $3 million federal grant to pay for removal and disposal of the ADVs. That should help, but they also need help to control the crime that has been created. And more police patrols may be a tough sell when the city is facing a $120 million deficit.